going to talk about bullying.
Wanna fight?
Bring it!
Huh?
Oh yeah, bring it! Don't mess with me! Hey guys, good morning and happy Monday. Today we're going to tackle a really serious topic called bullying. Marlon, what is bullying according to the definition?
Okay, so I did a research, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you what the internet says regarding bullying. So the internet says that bullying is the use of force, coercion, or threat to abuse, aggressively dominate, or intimidate another person.
Intimidation?
Right?
What kind of intimidation?
Huh.
So what does that mean exactly? How would you define it in your own words?
Well, I will say that if I happen to hold power or control, let's say at my job place, let's say I'm the cool kid in the classroom. If I'm somebody who has a power position, I can go ahead and abuse that power on somebody else just to get my point across that I'm powerful and strong. That's the way I view it.
And that must make them feel so strong.
Correct.
So valuable. But
Correct.
let me ask you, where does this start from?
It starts when you're a child. It starts at home. All of these issues with bullying, they start from home.
I always heard it from the child when I was super young. It all starts at home. What happens at home goes outside the house. That goes to all parts of your life. And then it gets to the classroom. It starts with the kids, and the kids start doing it to each other. And what happens next once they start bringing it into the classrooms?
Well, then once they start bringing it into the classroom, then a whole lot of set of problems start happening, because now, they have two choices. Either they can stand for themselves and defend and earn the respect of those kids around them, but then get in trouble with the principal, get in trouble with the parents, or they can just stand there, take it, and pretend that they're abiding by the rules, but they're living hell deep inside them.
And you bring up a good point about the school system and, bullies getting into bringing into school. Now I want to talk about teachers. Let me make this crystal clear. Teachers are not your babysitters. They are professional educators that have gone through professional training. And when parents leave their kids with these teachers for the 8 hours or more, there is so much that goes on there. And I have felt really bad for some teachers that I know personally that have to deal with this. And I feel like it needs to be spoken where it's being discussed that teachers, they're so valuable, and they're not given the credit that they give. And I frankly think teachers, up to this day, I will always remember one teacher particularly, or two if they're lucky, childhood, I think elementary, and then high school, because those were the ones that shaped me to get me where I'm at today. And one piece of advice that my teacher told me was, keep at it. Don't give up. Let them say what they want to say. As long as you keep at it, you will achieve. You will go where you want to go. Don't lose that drive inside, no matter what life throws at you. And bullies think they can get away with it. But I'm here to tell you, no.
Yeah.
And the kids that were bullied when they were young, right? Those same bullies are going to have kids one day.
And to add to your point, I will say teachers are there to help with the IQ of your kids. Teachers are not there to help with the EQ of your kids. And what do I mean by EQ? Emotional intelligence.
That's a good point.
Emotional intelligence is something that we as adults, like, I don't have kids, guys, but if I had kids, it will be something that I will teach my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we want them to be excellent in math. We want them to be excellent with all their writing, with all their vocabulary skills.
Yes.
That's what the teachers are there for. But teachers are not there to teach them emotional intelligence.
Exactly. I mean, people don't discuss the emotional intelligence part, but I mean, that's a great point to bring up.
Exactly.
Because it really does stem from, back to our point, from home. And also, we did speak about the teachers, but I also want to speak about the parents. Parents don't have professional training. Their experience is unique to them. What happened to them may not happen to the child, and they don't know how to get their message across. So some kids looking at this right now will be like, my dad tells me this, my mom tells me this, but like they don't understand. It was different their time. Now it's my time. This isn't like 1985 or 2000 or whatever the case. This is 2020. But let me tell you, history repeats itself. You don't want to listen to your mom, you don't want to listen to your dad, fine. But let me tell you, we have seen people. I have come from different places. He's come from different places. No matter what country we grew up in, we went through the school system, it all roots to the same exact issues. So you may not want to listen to them right now, but I want to tell you, just take the time to take it with a grain of salt. It may not make sense to you today, tomorrow, but eventually it will make sense to you. So you're watching this and wondering, so you're saying what the definition is. You're saying look at your emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. So what happens when you get bullied at school? What am I supposed to do? So what would be your advice to the child watching this saying, you're telling us all this, but we're getting bullied at school. What should you do about it?
So what I will say, point number one will be, guys, if you see something, say something, especially to your parents. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, your parents are there for a reason. They brought you into this world, okay? And it doesn't matter. Your friends might show you like loyalty and respect, but trust me, there is nothing like the love between a father and a daughter, a father and a son, a mother and a daughter, a mother and a son. And trust me, if you guys bring it up to them and you guys tell them, I 100% reassure you that they will be there for you. I mean, there is no comparison in that kind of love. So if you see something, I will say something. If something is bothering you, tell your parents. Your parents at the end of the day might be your parents, but above all, they're also there for you as a friend.
I also want to say something. Those are great points you bring up, Marlon. Some kids watching this are going to say, well, I don't feel comfortable enough to speak to my mom or dad about that. Well, speak to your aunt, your uncle, an older cousin, a good neighbor. You never know who's willing to listen to you, and you know from a young age who you can speak to and have that confidence with. So from there, it can only improve if you open up. And I know it's hard to do this sometimes. I know you feel like you're alone sometimes, but this is why we're doing this type of video, because we want to make it easier and open those doors of communication where you can comment below. You can write your questions to us, and we can at least try to brainstorm and give you a solution, because this isn't going to be solved overnight. There's a lot of issues happening this year so far, and bullying is something that continues, and this isn't an issue that's going to be solved with a fix of one video.
Right.
It's a work in progress. My third point was, don't add to the problem, be a part of the solution. Now, we've seen popular movies like Mean Girls, seen the Britney Spears Hit Me Baby One More Time, which was my high school experience. It really was. I was going to put this in this video. But what I was going to say is, it's easy to join the big group and be the popular kids,
right,
than standing alone and saying no.
Right.
Choice is yours. You could do it today, you could do it tomorrow, but eventually, these big groups, take it from me from experience, they eventually disintegrate. Mm-hmm. They all go in different directions. And Marlon quoted something really good before we were speaking.
Well, to the kids on high school, I'm sure that you guys have heard of Cardi B. So Alvin and I follow Cardi B on Instagram. And to her point, she was speaking about karma, which is something, guys, that I truly believe on. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes. If you do good, good is going to come at you. If you do bad and you do mean things are going to come back at you. Mm-hmm. And to quote her, she said on one of her videos, she said, it might look like karma is not getting to these people.
I'll give you the space for it. Good.
She was like, it might look like these people are living the good life. It might look like you might be like, hey, but they're doing bad and nothing seems to happen to them. But eventually, it will come to them, whether it's publicly, privately, in other way, shape, or form. Karma is gonna get them. And she said facts, and I can say facts. It just like her too. Facts. I've seen it with my own eyes, guys.
I have as well.
So do good to others, even to. This is mind blowing. Even wish your bullies good.
Yeah, because remember, your bullies have a bully. They were bullied from someone else.
Yeah.
That comes with fear and scared and all that stuff in their heads that they're dealing with.
And let me into that point, because if you don't wish people who have done you wrong good, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna start holding grudges against them, and that takes energy out of you. And you don't want trust me, you don't want your good energy to go to waste on people who are probably not even worth it. So just wish them well, wish everybody well, be kind. And like I said, if you see something, say something, tell your parents, tell an aunt, tell somebody close to you. So that's my advice. And remember, karma is real, guys. Karma is real. So you might think, yeah, they're popular. They look so cool. They're like trendy, as they call it nowadays. But let me tell you something. What's not trendy is when karma comes. You know how in high school they say, oh, you can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us.
Exactly. But guess what? When karma shows up, she will take a sit with them, and
Yes.
she will teach everyone a lesson. And trust me, if you've done things that you were not supposed to do, it will come back at you.
It always does. So with that said, we want to thank you for the time you took today to listen to this. We would really like to hear your feedback on this video because it's a popular topic, and as such, we get really passionate, as you can see in this video.
Yeah.
Because I won't stand for it.
Yeah. And guys, you guys are not alone. I've been a victim of bullying. Alvin has been a victim of bullying. I think everybody who
hasn't,
who walks on earth has been a victim of somebody either speaking bad about them, talking bad about them, looking down on them, just because maybe you look different than what they consider that you should be looking like. We all been victims of it. So guys, you guys are not alone with this topic.
You are unique. You are beautiful.
Yes.
You are you. And there's ain't nothing or anyone in this world that can make you think otherwise, because you know you hold that beauty inside. And if someone hasn't told you that, we are telling you this. The Optiminds boys are going to try to brighten up your life by trying to give you some sort of sunshine right now. And it doesn't end here. Please try to offer some sort of kindness to your neighbor, your colleague, someone you go out, hold the door for them. You don't know what people are dealing with behind the scenes.
Yep.
And assuming that you saying what you're saying and you're like, oh, I just said what I had to say. Did you think about how that might affect someone?
Mm-hmm.
Bullying is a very broad topic, but we try to define it in 3 points, but really try to give certain analysis that are unique to us and our lives. And we're hoping this helped you, at least try to help you keep the conversation going. Because there's nothing worse than not having the conversation and thinking that we're done. No, it's not going to get solved overnight. But if you keep at it, there's some possibility of hope. So we wish you a great day, and we look forward to bringing you a video in the future.
And then guys, don't forget again to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes. Look us up on Instagram at Optiminds. And please message us, comment, reach out to us. We're here for all of you guys.
Share the videos too.
Yes, share the videos, share the word. And remember, don't add to the problem. Don't be part of the problem. Be a solution. Exactly. So with that being said, guys, we wish you a great week and stay tuned.